shitload of multi-meg PDFs be once you strip all of the files and data out of them.
So
And now you're learning that in real time.
Yeah.
How much memory have you consumed?
Not
enough. Let's be honest.
Not at 2 gigs
Not
yet.
enough.
Not 2 gigs? Are you half done?
Don't know.
That's fine. How much RAM do you have?
I didn't put a counter in for files processed
RAM do you
versus
have?
files remaining.
How many do you have for RAM? 16?
I think this is 64 on most computer.
64? You're fine.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
You
it's got
probably
64.
aren't looking at more than that in PDFs, and so
Yeah. YOLO.
you good.
Just keep going. You know, if it crashes, then you know there was an issue.
True.
Yeah.
And if your
True.
computer light's on fire, then you know there was really an issue.
How is Ripple moving around when my game is paused?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that could be an issue on your end. Because
There we go.
is it
We're
better
not
now?
paused.
Okay, it was unpaused, but you might not have updated. So I repaused and unpaused, and it looks
Okay.
like it's fine. You can move. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I saw Ripple.
Are we actually good
run, I
now?
was like,
Have
what
we
the fuck?
have we worked through our issues that usually happen for 15 minutes?
Ooh, that's exciting.
I
think
mean,
so.
I normally have issues for a lot longer than 15 minutes.
I think
Well,
we're
I mean,
good.
like usually at the start, there's 15 minutes of something.
I moved my character. You can hear me. Stream can hear all of us. Music's playing.
That's good. Well, it's good
We're
sometimes.
through.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, that's it.
Good start. Hey, well,
Yes.
if we're good, then let's get to it. No segue.
Yeah, we're still waiting for
So
it to come
last-
in.
Torture
What?
Gray has new animation.
Remember last week?
Well,
talked
I
like
didn't
an
see
hour
it do
about
it
buying
again.
a sub?
Attack
Sorry,
somebody.
not an animation. It has a new target selector.
Oh, that's interesting. That was updated. Actually, you're reminding me just to make sure everything is updated on your guys' automation real quick.
Oh, automation. There's like a 1 in 50 chance it'll work tonight. You're saying because there's an update?
No, automation should work. No, I mean automation. What was automated will still be automated. I'm just making sure everything's up to date. As far as you guys are good. Okay,
The
so
D&D Beyond website definitely updated.
because they're taking away sigil,
Yeah.
That's right.
got to update it for
Rest in
the
peace.
sunsetting a sigil.
Did they actually?
They did. They said that I forget
Right.
what day it actually is, but they're done.
They also added the Heroes of
But
Fate
Sigil
and
was so
stuff
good.
recently.
You never experienced the joy,
No, I get to hear
Wonder.
about it every week though.
It was so bad.
the
Oh, it
amazement.
was terrible.
Like a
It's-
divorced
it
dad
was-
who never picks
was
his
the
kids up.
worst.
I hear about it all the time. I just don't never get to experience it.
Neither
Like you know
did we.
how
Sir.
sometimes we make fun of Roll20, but this is like so much worse. Roll20 is a great starter. Great thing
Never
to start
played
with.
that either.
Sigil's not even a great thing to start with. It was just garbage. Anyway, speaking of garbage, no, it's not. That's not true.
Speaking
Last
of garbage,
time-
my thing just finished.
Nice. Well, anyway, last time on D&D, you guys pretty much. So you guys left you finished because you'd already finished the fight. I think that was 2 times ago. Essentially, you guys made your way down the Bonelands to follow the person that was not the person, but the campfire that was X distance away that you couldn't quite tell. And as you made your way through the Bonelands, it was rather uneventful aside from a starving person that you found along the way. It didn't seem to know much except the fact that they didn't want to go back to where you currently are. You were able to use the tracks that they had left since they were bloodied, beaten up, starving. You were able to use those tracks to find this area and then ended up searching through it and working your way through to see what was here. Turns out this place was once the Doctor's, who is a ghoul that you met in Megaton, who seems to be a pretty bad person. But through here, you did some puzzles. You ended up going to the bottom floor, and then you ended up seeing some scared cultists that just immediately put down their weapons, apparently, or mercenaries that immediately put down their weapons and surrendered, and you were able to look around the place. You're able to save a Yao Guai, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, a giant irradiated bear, which now Krezor has advantage on Constitution saving throws while he is in the zone, as he has the spirit of the Yao Guai. And you saw the mother of the Death Claw that is protecting the doctor, hooked up to some form of machine. And you found out that essentially, if the doctor dies, the mother dies, but not the other way around. And that is how the doctor is able to essentially keep the Death Claw as a bodyguard without any fear of ever being overpowered.
I don't think he's good at making friends. I know he keeps referencing it in his diary, but
He did. A lot of the diary is making friends, yeah.
Forced slavery doesn't sound like a friend move.
I mean, either
And
that or
through the
we're gonna get,
diary...
we might get reverse undertailed, and he's going to use all of his friends against us.
I'm secretly worried that we're going to learn that, like, this is your character who's gone back in time and become a ghoul, and this is what happens when you're left alone too long.
But yes, you found out that there are two ways to get this Death Claw out of the machine. One of them is on the doctor, if you wanted to pursue that route, or another one is in the center of the Deadlands, which is where all of the radiation is. And the only way that you know of to get into the center of the Deadlands is to use the turbines to either push the radiation that the Belmonts built a while ago, to either push the radiation to the dark zones, or back towards the neutral and safe zone to the west.
Fine, we get it. We'll go there.
There are things are written for any well, not any option, because then you'll take that challenge and find something that I have to improv for an entire night. But for any logical option, things are prepared. You guys could go try and sneak up on the doctor. He did let you, like, he didn't really attack you. Once he came in to New Megaton, he ended up leaving with the Death Claw.
Yeah, this seems different.
But yes, those are the two options for freeing the matriarch Deathclaw. But first, you noticed that the fire that is wherever it is, it looks like it's a little ways up on a hill in a building, an old rundown building, has not changed places. So whatever's happening there hasn't moved, even though it's had a full day as the sun is setting from all of your travel and your work here. And you do now get the feeling, since you are close enough, that you can make it there by nightfall. It's going to be the biggest turnaround when there's no one there at all. It's your mother. Anyway. So yeah, that's the direction you guys were heading in. Also, I don't know if you guys already thought of what you're going to do at level 8, but just keep that in mind, because there is a chance we will go through that, get that mid-session.
Oh, I will go back. I had undone it. Let's go back and redo it.
Oh, you could have, yeah. I wasn't going to import to level 8 either. Technically, if you guys use Foundry, well, you guys use D&D Beyond for some features, so I wouldn't pre-level too early, but... Well, then, yeah, I wouldn't pre-level then.
I'm not gonna. I'll make sure I know what I'm gonna do though. But
okay, just keep that in mind. But yeah, it is. Let me change to nighttime. It is getting to nighttime.
Okay.
As you are wandering the Bonelands to the east, So what's your plan? You can see in the distance. Let me look at the map and describe it. In the distance of the Bonelands, there looks like there is an old building about 10 foot up, 20 feet up a near sheer wall. It almost looks like the earth itself was ripped up and pulled up from the ground. And then there is an old, what looks like it was a brick-sided building run down, cracks on the side. You can almost see inside. From the distance, you can see little bits and pieces of what probably looks like ruined furniture. And it is 2 floors as it gets smaller as it goes up. And then the 3rd floor is just a small little, what looks like a lookout room. The fire you see seems to be on the 2nd floor. The 1st floor has no light coming from it, just the ambience from the fire that kind of drops down through the cracked wooden floor. You are probably still like 500, 600 feet out, at quite a distance. What
I don't have anything
would you like to do?
I think I can do here. I think we need to get a bit closer.
Is it still all bone floor?
It is.
Then I am still a sexy, stealthy man, and I would like to approach cautiously.
Sure. You are able to roll stealth if you would like. To be stealthy.
I'll move up stealthy.
Cool. Anyone that would like to move stealthy can roll stealth. Ooh.
Sure.
I like.
How?
If you'd like to stay back a little distance, then you don't have to roll stealth.
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say,
I was gonna stay back.
How much further back are we talking? That'll decide if I do this or not.
Well, how much further back do you want to
No
remain
more
from
than
the group of 3 moving up?
like 40 feet.
30, 40 feet?
40, yeah.
I think you'll be okay. I don't think I'm going to have you roll stealth then.
'Cause
Unless we get like
actually,
really, really
yeah,
close,
40,
then I'd
I
have
was-
you.
I was gonna say I can do Eldritch Blast up to like 120 feet, so I'm not really that worried. I can take as many turns as I need to walk up.
Are we moving?
I'm saying
was-
hanging back.
Sorry.
I'm
Hello.
moving up slowly.
I was looking around. I was like trying to see if my
Mike's
audio
muted.
died again. I didn't
I
know
was
what
just-
was going
I was
on.
reloading.
Die.
I was just loading the map, make sure it's set up. You guys are, at this point, are 75 to 100 feet out.
Okay.
And you guys are able to relatively sneakily get up there. Actually, you're pretty well. 16's still pretty damn good. And then you do this. Now we're preloaded. So ignore the ground is what I was going to say. It should be bones. I forgot to do it. But there are also
Oh, thank God the bones
looks
are
like
gone.
bone trees coming out of the waste itself around this place. So in the
Jesus.
distance, that is the first floor that you see up there, since each floor is a different map. And you can see just a little tiny flicker of light in the first floor. The second floor is where the full light goes through. And as you are approaching, and you're roughly about this far away, Tim, to the group of you that are in the back, just says, I don't know. If he stayed here for 2 nights in a row, something's up. If it's who we think it is, and he's still there, do you think he knows we're coming? This would be to Ripple and Gabagool almost. So.
Well,
I feel like he has plans for us that we can't possibly know. But he did say follow. Isn't
And,
it?
like,
He's never
Freezeor's,
killed.
like,
He's never
basically
tried to kill
invisible.
us.
He
He
said he
always keeps
killed your
trying to
mother.
tell us. Well, yes, I'm not my mother.
That's true. But like,
I'm not defending him. I want to.
I'm just trying to say that he's dangerous, obviously,
He's just
because of
never-
that.
He keeps trying to give us cryptic information we don't want, and then threatens to kill us if we don't listen to him and not attack him.
But like also, Kreezor is like invisible, so like, even if he knows we're coming, he won't know where we're coming.
You don't think? Okay,
He can't see.
I'm just saying, be cautious. I had a thought
That's
No,
my
a moment
name.
ago.
I really, really appreciate that is how Gabagulia would think, and not how you, the player, would.
I'm just gonna throw it out here.
It'll be fine.
What if we? I mean, he wants to lead us somewhere, right? Maybe leading you somewhere, correct?
I mean, he could be.
Possible.
He looks like he's going towards the dark zone.
Yes, and unfortunately, that also looks like where we're going. Maybe he wants something from us, like to do the weather device.
Who knows?
Wow.
Then before we go in,
I mean, if I was an
I'm just going to
evil
throw it. This is a crazy idea. I know. What if he wants to be there when we go to the dark zone? And what if we loop around him and go to the other side and try and figure out where he's going to, rather than talk to him here and beat it? This is just a suggestion. I mean, I understand right now this is your mother's killer that's right up there, and maybe you want to just confront him. That's fine.
How long ago?
But
did
we
leave
also
home?
have. It's been about a month.
Since we set out to kill Malhoun, more or less. A month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been about a
I
month.
didn't leave home a month ago to come back. Like, what if we go around and we lose him? We've been following him for
That's
a month.
I know. And it is completely up to you. I will follow behind whatever you do. Do remember that we have the leader of the frontier fighters is going to meet us near the dark zone. So we loop around and meet up with Zaya, and maybe try and figure out where he's going and get there first. That was my only thought.
Did we come straight from the last activity to here? Like there was no rest in between,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You guys having a?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. No, there was supposed to be a long rest before that. That's my bad.
Okay.
I didn't think there was.
You were supposed to. No. There was supposed to be. That's on me.
I'm gonna push the
I thought
button
you
because I
said
don't
we
know
could
where
see
I'm
the
at.
campfire and we had to make a sprint.
No, there was supposed to be a long rest in there. This
I
is
hit the
supposed
button.
to be a. Yes, you can hit the button.
Did we need one?
I don't know.
Kinda.
Depends.
get a
I mean,
free
some of the
long
traps were a little bit rough. They're supposed to. This is
I don't know. We keep
this
having
is-
this conversation.
balanced around full resources. If you're asking that question,
Mike just
It was
realized
supposed
how
to be
close
like-
he was to TPKing us.
well,
We didn't
No, we're
use
all
any
gonna
resources.
share, but
it was. You guys probably would have been okay because you didn't really have that much that you were down. But it was supposed to be like you set up for a long rest, and then as the sun is it hasn't come up yet. It's still dark. Is when you'd wake up and then try and get over here. That was the thought process in my brain. But yes, you have the long rest. 3-4 hours of psychic. How are you linking to? Who's the plan?
so because we're going in a team of 3 stealth right now, I would have chosen Brixham, Kreezor, and Ripple.
Okay. And Gabagulio, I believe, can telepathically link to someone, so he can
That's
always
correct,
talk if necessary.
Yes.
So
The range on that is where features within 30 feet to cast and then up to 4 miles. But I
Okay,
wouldn't bother
then
because
yeah.
I'm with Ripple right now. But I can bind
Sure.
to Ripple if I need to get away.
So yes, you guys
Do
are
we
kind
still
of.
have
You
that
were in this.
shitty dagger on us?
Did you keep it?
I thought we did.
I
Then
have
sure.
a dagger. I have 2 daggers.
Well, no, it's the dagger with non-healy venom.
I don't have that.
Is what he's talking about. I have no reason for you not to have kept it.
I'm just reading through
It-
spells for my level up, and one of the things says remove curse, and it says that the curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded.
Nice.
I just didn't know if I didn't know if Anam wanted to stop playing with psychic knives and start playing with real ones.
Psychic
would-
knives scale.
It would destroy so many
Def-
things.
Defeat the purpose of my subclass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That
it
is
does
the
that.
thing is he locks
but it
himself
does that.
in. Yeah.
It does that poison thing that you need a special cleric to heal from,
That is true.
which I don't think Mike's going to give to us in a meaningful way.
You could hold it, and then if we know of something we want to poison, you could throw it once.
Just
That
one.
is true. I could keep it on my person and use it as a
Everybody
thrown
gets
weapon.
one.
If
What
we
do you mean
know
one person
something
gets one
needs
in this
to be
case?
poisoned, we could skip the psionics once, but yeah, your kit's too important to ditch.
Yeah. Sorry.
How dare you? But yeah, Tim just made the suggestion. He's still talking to you guys about that. As far as,
So where Gabagulio's at is, I don't think this guy could convince him. The rest of you guys might be able to, but I think we all kind of see eye to eye on this. But if you guys were to argue, he might relent, but he's not gonna he's gonna be like, well, no, to this other guy.
And so he's talking to the 2 of you, and the 3 of us are stealth further ahead. So
at the moment you guys are moving forward.
Correct. I guess I'm telling that to Ripple.
Unless,
then.
well, no,
Let's let
like
the
you guys
scouts-
are
let's
still,
let the invisible scouts see what
you
they
guys are
see
still
first.
off the map
Still-
slightly, if you're wondering.
Yeah, so at
So
this
you're
point,
here
I
and
would telepathically go to Ripple and say, it looks like you're having a serious discussion. Should we hold or should we continue scouting?
Oh man, I have a cold and it is influencing my ability to make sound judgment calls.
That's fun. This is gonna be great.
It's okay.
gonna be bad.
Gabagulio already told you what.
Always
to do.
has.
He
his
always has a
impaired
cold.
influence.
Oh,
He's the gabbiest, he's the ghouliest.
it's
I'm
true.
the most charismatic, and you're not in a good place.
well, Before you guys get too far ahead, I am going to cast my once a day invisibility on Anam.
He's invisible now.
Excellent.
and then I look at I look at our guys. I'm like, see, look, now they're both invisible.
Well, maybe the 2
Just
invisible
waving. Hey guys.
the 2 invisible folks get some eyes on the target from a safe distance before we figure out what we should and shouldn't do
Oh,
against
what
the
the
thing that
fuck's
may or may not be there,
Yeah,
and see what he's doing.
you did this last time I asked for managers.
Okay, so I need the 3 of you to make a perception check. As you approach, we're gonna say you all got roughly to like here when you made this perception check.
Can I guidance?
You would make a noise. I think is guidance some verbal. I think
Believe it
guidance
is, so
is
it's not
verbal.
guidance.
Is verbal.
What does an 18 get? I forgot how we deal with these with side bolster neck. Fuck it, 18.
It's harder on perception because
Yeah.
there's a range as opposed to just win or pass or fail. If you rolled super low, then
Well,
sure.
right, then I would probably go for it, but
So
oh, well. At least one of
Anam
us
and
knows what's going on.
Anam and Krizor, you see this house that I described earlier up the cliff. And as you get closer, you can see inside, you see the first floor is just completely run down. And on the second floor, you see that it's very hard to even see in the windows, even though the light seems to be coming through, as if there's some form of effect on the windows itself. There's something happening with the windows on the second floor. On the third floor, you can clearly see there is no one in the watchtower, though. The little watch built part of this. Kreezor, you also get the distinct waft of cinnamon. Hits your nostrils.
We all know what that means. It's another recipe
having a
time.
I don't know what cinnamon means.
I don't think your
Time to make
character
some
would know what that means.
Time to make some soda bread.
How do we make soda?
I mean, I guess I would psychic over. Is anyone else smelling cinnamon? Not toast, cinnamon.
Cinnamon
No one
Toast
else
Crunch?
is, in case anyone's wondering.
Hmm.
I don't smell anything except for bones.
You were very perceptive.
Okay. Cool. Weird.
It looks like there's just a rundown, nothing in the first floor. Second floor, it seems to be something on the windows that's making it. Something is happening with the windows, so it's hard to see. And top floor has no one.
Oh,
As
yeah, back to Ripple that the first floor is abandoned, the second floor he's got some fancy fogging glass, and then the third floor is empty.
The thing is, there's no glass in those windows. There's just something there that's not glass. There's some form of.
I will not change my description.
Okay.
It was perfect.
They can't see in the second story windows, but the first and
Is
the
it
third
just
look empty.
newspaper papered over them?
Well, I mean, he's
Yes.
probably on the second floor then.
What do we think? I just huck a fireball through the window and call it a day?
Didn't you hear? The windows are
I'd
fogged
look
up. You
up,
have to
smell
cast
it.
fireball in a spot where you can see, Ripple. Where's your head?
All right, I put a fireball into this orb and I throw the orb through the window.
Smart thinking, Ripple.
It's not. That doesn't. No, that doesn't take away the sight requirements of a spell.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you could aim
he
the
just doesn't know if he-
fireball at the fog that's in front of the window entrance.
You could, and then
go through
yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, but
Just see what-
the fireball wouldn't have. It's not the fireball's line of sight. The orb doesn't need line of sight. I just need to throw it. It's like getting a grenade in a window.
You cannot. You cannot
just
use
goes
those
off
orbs
where
to
it lands.
remove line of sight requirements on spells. I'm sorry.
You can't throw it through an open window.
No, because then you also could just go around a corner without looking, throw the orb down the hallway, and then fireball halfway down a hallway that you can't even see.
Look,
Oh,
you're
I
the
would
one who
totally
gave
do
him a
that.
tactical grenade.
Yeah.
I would argue that if you can peek a corner, you could still do that.
Sure, if you peek it, you can do that, sure. But you have to look. You can't just blind throw.
I'm throwing it at the window.
I kind of like the idea of just
Where it
throwing
goes from
behind you and
there.
just never knowing what died, and then turning around and there's just nothing, no matter what.
Is that what you use as a moral escape clause for murdering people?
You just go
I
see what
didn't
happens,
nobody
and there's
behind
just
you.
action.
There's
I
nobody
didn't
there.
see anyone there. I just decided to throw a fireball behind me.
Well, I mean, it's really
It's like a Wendy's
it's neither
wrapper
here
out
nor
of your
there
car.
what order. Does it really matter if I threw it then turned, or turned and then threw it? Either way, there was nothing there.
Listen, officer.
feel like-
Are we building Schrodinger's grenade here?
Yes. Well,
Yes.
So
But yes,
they can
what-
see
what
on the
would you-
first floor. How do we get to the
Yes.
second floor? That's what I would.
It
think.
looks. It
How
would
do we
be
get to the
very
second-
difficult.
You climb.
There is a door on the first floor on the north. It looks like it'd be very difficult to climb, but possible.
If they can they also see in the third floor? You said.
They can see in the lookout tower, and there does not seem to be anyone in the lookout. It's not like a tower; it's just like one
This
floor
guy lights out.
that's meant to
So-
look out.
I guess what I would ask Ripple is on the higher floor that they can see. Is there any like? What I'm trying to figure out is like when
You
we
could
like
potentially
go
climb to
from-
the top and then get down.
We could do that too, but I guess what I'm wondering is when we transition to floors, like, is there enough context for what they see on the third floor to tell us if we can just get ambushed coming up the stairs or not? Like,
Climb
can
the
they
tree.
see how the stairs would go into the 3rd floor or whatever they can see up top to know if like there's any cover around, or like are we just gonna ambush ourselves going up to the 2nd floor?
If
How sturdy does this bone tree look?
The one on the left looks to be hard to climb, but the one on the both of them are hard to climb, but the one on the right looks easier to climb. The larger one looks like you might be able to kind of find some footholds. This one is easier. This one is harder.
does it look like if I did a wee bit of climbing, I could get to a point where I might be able to either peek the 2nd story or hear the 2nd story?
You can always try. You're not 100% sure from here whether that would give you any access to the 2nd floor, any seeing or hearing access. You'd have to actually climb it and see.
All right. I think this is a terrible idea, so I think I should do it.
Sure.
All in favor?
Okay, so
Going once, going twice.
I can't see.
okay, so
Yeah, go for it.
you need to make an acrobatic check. Unless you have anything that helps you climb without any issues. I don't think you do, but if you do,
I have
Hey, there we go.
plus 11.
29.
acrobatics.
There you go. You climb with ease. And you actually see that the branch itself does not lead to the 2nd floor that's over here, but the 3rd floor, and could potentially be a way into that area. There is no door on the little lookout floor, the small one, but there is there's windows all around it you might be able to get in. You do not seem to see or hear anything on the 2nd floor from here, though. Whatever is happening does seem to cut out both sight and sound, even from this angle.
Cool.
But you now have a potential access to the top.
I mean, I would relay that down. How high up am I?
50 feet? 40
Could
feet. 40 feet. Sorry, 40.
Could I?
Wait a minute,
drop
wait a minute. They
rope?
have the ability to block sight and sound from the 2nd floor, but we can see firelight for miles.
Yeah, for some reason, the light itself seems to be coming through.
Is there any spells I know that do that?
Ooh.
You could do an
Is there any
Arcana
radiation
check.
we know that does that?
You could do an Arcana check.
And when I see Ripple doing that, I'll ask him if he wants me to just use Detect Magic.
So this seems close, but not similar. Possibly a magical object that reminds you of the non-detection spell, but slightly different. Not a spell itself, but maybe some object imbued with a version of non-detection. Which is something that...
That's cool.
Let me double check. But non-detection is something where like you can look at something, but you don't actually know it's there.
I relay that to the group, and knowing about that
And it
doesn't
also
help.
hides it from divination magic.
Gotcha. Do I know that if we go in its area of influence, if the effects don't no longer carry over?
This is a little bit too foreign. Like,
For me.
you know the spell that's controlling it, but you don't know about the object that it must be imbued with or
Well,
whatever.
I'm just afraid that-
100% what's happening. So you're not
Gotcha, I'm
100% sure.
Gotcha. I'm gonna more say this, I guess, in Ripple's voice. Then I'm just worried then that if we don't know, and we go wandering into the 2nd floor, we won't be able to see or hear them, but they could just see us clear as day and punch you right in the mouth.
I could cast a spell magic, but they would know we were there.
Well, you'd have to cast it on the object, and we'd have to be up there to find the object, right?
Yeah, but if we hit the
That's
2nd floor,
But you can't see the thing, right? I'm assuming.
Use one creature magical area within range.
Could
An ongoing
Gabrielio
spell.
detect it.
So it doesn't say choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. I guess you have to choose what you're targeting.
Well, you choose that magical effect, right?
Yeah, technically it's an effect. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Dispel a window and I take a shot through it. Surprise,
Calhoun, you
motherfucker!
Calhoun, you son of a bitch!
I could chuck a dagger up in there before, just to see what happens.
Chuck the
It
poison
would
one.
disappear.
You
It would
just hear,
disappear
wow,
immediately.
what happened?
It would disappear immediately upon making contact and make no sound and leave no mark.
And therefore, there's no bodies to clean up.
Just like a bag of oranges.
That would tell us if stuff can pass through it or if it is a solid field.
You don't know how you can see the dagger going through the air, though, right? So if
Hold
Yeah.
on.
a creature's looking in the direction, they'd see it.
Oh
They just wouldn't know. Okay,
To Keegan's point,
So
if
it
it was a
depends-
solid, if it was like a barrier that's being
would help you know
projected,
whether it would
the
go through.
dagger would then hit the barrier and then immediately
and
dissipate.
disappear.
But
Yeah.
yes, if they are looking in the direction of the dagger, they would see it.
Gotcha.
I've also got clairvoyance. Am I able to move the sensor?
What does it say?
You create an invisible sensor within range. Which range is a mile. In a place that you have visited or seen before. So I'm wondering if I can put it on the first floor and then navigate it up to the second floor.
It doesn't say you can use an action or a bonus action to move it. Usually spells like that will give you some form of remains in place. The sensor remains in place for the duration.
Oh, okay.
You construct a beacon.
Put it on my
They'd
fireball
also-
orb, and I'll hum it through the window.
They'd also
You
be
could
able
throw
to see it
something. You
too,
could.
so-
You can put. Can't you put it on an object? Doesn't it say that? Or obviously, no, it says a location. Yeah. So it's actually, so the spell reads, you can use it, put an invisible sensor within range of a location familiar to you or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, or in a grove of trees. It doesn't say you have to see it. It just seems it needs to be an obvious location.
So like,
I feel
would
like
I put it
second
in the
story
second floor of that building because I can see the glass?
There's no glass.
Well, there's a window.
You don't know that.
There's frosted
could-
glass.
You could put it on. You
As
can
far
put it
as
on
what
the
it
windowsill.
knows.
Sure, frosted glass, but
Yeah.
could I get to the other side of that because that's an obvious location?
Yeah, I mean, it literally says behind the door is something you could put
Yeah.
something in. So I see no reason as to why.
I would offer that up as a possibility. I could do that, but they would see the orb as a glowing orb about the size of my fist. But I can
Correct.
drop concentration as quick as I want, and I'll know if they saw me. Because I can see through the sensor, so if they're looking at me, I'll know they saw me.
That's probably better than me just throwing a blind dagger into the room.
Also, we can
Who
fuck
goes
off
there?
for a bit and do it too, because I can do this from up to a mile away. So you guys can back off. We can go hide behind something and then do it.
I like the ability to throw a fireball if we find out it's Malhoun.
I'm okay with that too. I'm just presenting it as an option.
I mean, we don't even know this is Malhoun right now.
That is part of what we're doing. Yes.
So
Correct. But if
I
it
would
is
say
Malhoun-
let's censor it out and
Yeah, I'd rather alert them with a sensor than alert them with us entering the building that they can almost certainly see us climbing.
It does also say that it's an invisible sensor, so he would have to have see invisibility or true sight or some other form.
Oh shit, send it.
So,
True. Okay,
Well,
I didn't. Yes, I just saw the last part where it says sees a luminous orb of your fist.
well, because
and
it does
I-
say
I-
specifically
you're
invisible
right.
in the first line as well. Creates an
Correct.
invisible sensor.
If
But
they
as we
have
learned
true
No.
from
sight.
Into the Abyss, that
There we go.
everything has true sight.
That's correct, yes.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna go take a peek around. I'm going to do my best to verbally, or I'll whisper quietly. I'm gonna describe the room in detail so that we would know what's on the second floor to them.
Let me really quickly load that up so I can most accurately describe it.
So,
So,
Bagulio, if you cast your telepathic link on one of us, then we'll be on a conference call.
Just so that we can do this efficiently. I'm assuming you guys did did you guys fuck off back to where we were, or are you guys all up there?
Oh, I'm still in a tree.
Oh, I'm still. Well, yeah. I mean, I wasn't planning on dropping back.
Okay, fair enough.
Neither was I.
I linked to Ripple because that's the only person I know of who has.
Oh,
the
right, within 30
telekinetic.
feet. There you go. Okay, perfect. Well, now we're all linked.
Well,
Yeah.
hello.
Ripple has to
you're the
play
leader.
middleman. Yep.
Good
Gabagolia
luck.
says.
That's not what I sound like.
okay. So you cast your spell and you blow up. No.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
And
Guys, there's
Do it.
always a 1 in 2,000 chance that's going to happen, and this time,
And the tower
It
explodes. It was a nuke.
behind whatever is around the windows or covering everything up, and you see inside what looks like another somewhat rundown area. As you look around at the windows on the other side, you actually see what looks like a night sky with stars in it, which is very foreign to you. And as you continue to look through the sensor itself, you do indeed see Malhoun just sitting at a table, looking out at
That
the
evil,
stars.
that evil
I,
son of a bitch.
is he looking at my, like, towards the sensor? Or is that he's looking
Do a
up?
perception check.
Is he looking at me in a tree?
Is he- Now, you were pretty
I've said this
stealthy. That
many
would be.
times, but I'd much rather roll persuasion. I'll just.
That's too bad.
Crit.
That was
Okay.
great.
You did it.
You do see the slightest, tiniest flicker towards it, and then back towards where he was looking.
Okay, I tell the group, I'm like, how do we feel about Malhoun and like True Sight? What's the over under on that? Because he glanced, and he's in there.
Maybe he has a magic sense up.
Maybe I don't. He's not looking at me.
I mean, if he's
But-
chilled out here for two days and he has this setup going, he probably knows we're here. He may not know our exact locations, but
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
You guys are saying this all psychically.
Yes.
no, I'm
Yeah.
shouting
So,
it.
I'm telling it to Ripple
Well-
telepathically. Ripple's telling it to the rest of the group. So there is a-
I think he
there
knows
is a
we're
bit-
here.
There is a bit of a relay.
I'm just curious
so
whether you're relaying this back to your other two, like Gabagool and Ripple, are relaying this back to your other two party members.
I am relaying it.
Okay. Then Tim would say, "Yeah, he probably has been there for 2 days waiting for us."
So,
Tell Tim I don't like his sass.
should I knock on the window?
How far away am I from the building?
I think you're pretty accurate at this point. Let me switch my maps back so I can see. You'll say you guys are now both officially on the map. You're here and here.
Okay.
You are on that corner.
I'm assuming that this building here is the same. It all goes up, right? So like the second floor, I can't ever be further
Yeah.
than 120 feet away from anything on this map, more or less.
Correct.
Okay, guys. If you guys
Not till
wanna get in
Malhoun launches
position,
you.
I might be able to cast an Eldritch Blast from out here using the vision from the sensor. I'm gonna try. I could do that
What is our intent?
to jump Malhoun.
What is our intent is to blind fire to kill Malhoun in the second floor of this tower.
I was just thinking that's how we could start combat, because you
Covering
never
fire.
expect it, and if we all got
Fire.
into position, that's how we could start it. Not necessarily a blank fire, because I can see in the room right now, so I might just be, and I have 120 feet of blast radius.
Right, but none of the rest of us can.
Right, so you guys would get into position first.
I don't know what that means.
Come join me on the third floor.
Kill 'em.
You can't see into the floor.
No, but like you can get by the stairs and get ready to jump up.
How many support structures are on the first floor? Would a fireball take them out and he'd suddenly be on the first floor? With the third floor coming on top of him? Asking for a friend.
I mean, honestly, I don't see why it wouldn't. Like, this is an old rundown building. It would be kind of be a good amount of damage. It might not be one fireball, but 2 fireballs probably would take out the first floor. And he would take it down. It's run down.
I look to Brixham. Did you do that thing where you learned any spell from another school?
I did.
Did you pick Fireball?
I did.
You and I could instantly take this building down with a fireball each if you want to do it on 3.
I've been waiting to get this bastard back.
We do it on
man, that
family
doesn't
instead
feel
of
like
3 though.
Out of character, this doesn't feel like the move, but in character, boy.
Yeah.
It feels right. It feels right.
Yeah.
In character, this doesn't feel like the move.
Well, I don't know. I feel like incinerating the abandoned building that holds the killer of our mother sounds pretty on task for us. We've been carrying this for a month.
Family.
All right, so again, I just want to be very clear. We're not intending to get any information from him, and we are just intending to kill him. Is that accurate?
I plan to like.
We can pull him out of the rubble.
I plan to hold him at
Kill
1
him,
HP.
call
but,
the
like,
wolf
beat the
in,
living
Do it
piss
again.
out of him first.
I don't.
Kill him, call the wolf in.
All of it,
Do
do
it
it
again.
again.
Call the wolf in. And Brixham just does this for a little bit.
Yeah, if we
It sounds
kill him,
like Brixham wants to use the wolf to work through some things, but at the end, I think we capture him.
I mean, like we're
He
so
survives
much
the fireball. We
stronger
could
now.
heal him a bit and then kill him
who's
again.
happy?
We can probably time wolf like 3 times before it becomes a problem. So like we can kill him over and over again and really.
Yeah, we
work
did kill
through
him
it.
at like level 2, so this would be great.
I'm excited for us. Let's go.
All right.
You know what? I didn't hear it until he was enthusiastic about this idea. Now I think it might be a bad thing.
I will not impede the killing. I will impede the multiple killings.
So for real though, I think we could hold him at 1 HP. I think we could get him down and then maybe just like swarm him and get information out of him. But like I don't know that we'll get much information before we beat the piss out of him.
I don't think going to the second floor is the move, and we can't see in.
I agree. I want to make sure that we understand what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to subdue at the end. I'm gonna do major damage in the beginning and then hopefully hit to knock unconscious or something. Actually, I guess before we get into that, can you cast spells non-lethally?
I don't think so.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Oh boy.
Like, can I Eldritch blast his ankles and be an ankle sniper?
I think you can cast something like you can cast a cantrip non-lethally. You can't
Okay. That
makes
cast like a fireball non-lethally.
Right, especially me
It's
because my
a
stuff just
warm,
always
soothing
fails.
fireball.
But
My-
I will let you cast a cantrip on non-lethally for sure.
Because yeah, everything else is 4th level, so I yeah, that makes
Unless you're
sense.
doing like bonfire, because then he's just gonna burn to death on the
Yeah.
bonfire.
Yeah, I'd like to use Witch Bolt non-lethally.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. No, especially not your level witch bolt that you have to cast as a warlock.
And if I end up summoning an aberration, can that attack non-lethally?
I mean, yeah, isn't it just attacking with a weapon?
Well, sometimes it's a beholder with eye beams.
Oh, well then it depends on what you're doing, I guess. Like depends. You gotta give me context here.
Can he disintegrate him non-lethally?
If I use
No,
the
that for
slot
sure
and use
never.
my claws, I guess I could do non-lethal.
Sure, claws can be non-lethal.
Other than that, it's a beholder and a mind flayer.
Does anybody have the ability to project themselves onto the second floor, chat with them, and then Brixham and I can hold them hostage with our fireball from a distance?
If I'm allowed to cast from the sensor, I could cast, or I could use my feature. I already used it to bind a ripple. Never mind.
With him telepath.
Is my crow here?
Your crow is flying around.
Oh, I'm gonna have him come. I beckon him down.
You can do that. Your crow's there.
What have you learned? Also, hello. It's good to see you again. But
You've
what have you
that
learned?
he's there. He's there. He's there. He's been there for days. I've been here for days.
He's been here for days.
2 days. Maybe 3. It's hard to tell.
What has he been doing since I sent you off?
Sitting.
I sent you off like 4 weeks ago.
Oh, you mean since that? No, I just caught up to him like 2 days ago.
Ah,
3 days. Maybe 4.
gotcha. I relay the several days information.
So Mahun's just been sitting in a chair without moving for multiple days.
At least on the second floor. Like, because the bird relays that it can't see in that either.
Hmm. All right, in my cold influence state, could you run me by the plan one of the NPCs tried to give us earlier today?
What are you talking about? Tim?
Yeah, sure, that one.
So Tim's plan is he wants to go around, meet up with Zaya, and try and go to where Malhoun wants to lead you.
We assume that we know where he wants to lead us, though, right? I mean,
The assumption would be, because the frontier fighters are the ones that know the Dark Zone the best, that they would be able to lead you to points of interest. Tim would have mentioned that you'd have to talk to Zaya a little bit more about that one. She said that she had an idea, but she had to check on do a little research while she was going after. I mean, she's currently went the long way around to try and deal with whoever was hunting Ripple. And then the original plan was to meet her if Malhoun had gone into the Dark Zone to help as a guide. And now Tim is saying, what if we just don't engage and just go past and try and get to where he was going first? Maybe jump him there, where he's less prepared.
I still think he's going to be very unprepared to have the building collapse. But I've been wrong before. I don't know. I was all on board with this until I heard Gabagulio enthusiastically agree, and then it doesn't sit right.
I mean, if we take the whole building down on top of him, how hard do you think he can fight after that?
Pretty hard.
Well, probably pretty hard, but I don't know. He continuously teleports away every time we try to fight him.
He might
He's only
just teleport
teleported
over
once
like 10 feet.
after you
like
time wolf the first time, and then a second time, because you actually know he's teleported every single time you've seen him. You're right.
Yeah, and
Except
also
for
that
when
last
he
time
walked, he casually walked
away at
on the other side of New Megaton. He didn't actually teleport away from New Megaton.
He did a bad guy walk away. I'm familiar with that.
But yes, I mean, pretty much every time we've talked to him, he just teleported away.
That's why we gotta get him.
I need to go to the bathroom. You guys discuss what you would like to do.
He's a teleporting
this is
bastard,
happening.
and he must be stopped. Look, if we're not gonna do it, who's gonna do it?
I just don't have any. I don't want to leave him here. We finally caught him.
No, that's what I mean. Like, take the building down.
I'm more going through our other options. I don't want to leave and go to the go past this place like Tim's suggesting because we finally have found him. I sure as shit don't want to go up to the second floor.
So why can't we just bust the windows with an Eldritch Blast and attack him from down here? Is it because he'll have the high ground?
We can't see him, so we can't cast through the windows.
No,
and
but
the
I
windows
can cast at the window.
Well, both of us can cast at the window, but there's nothing. There's just a magical effect in there, so we can't see through the thing. So we're not necessarily hitting him.
I still have the sensor, and I don't think I was outright told I can't aim that way.
Right,
fair.
but like, I don't think he's going to be a pushover, and if all 5 of us can't attack, I do think it is going to be a problem.
I think if we're going to attack, I think taking the building down and getting rid of his, like basically catching him by surprise and also having him on the first floor where we can all hit him is a boon.
Yes, I agree. But you wanted to look at other options too.
Yeah. I do think the Eldritch Blasting would be a good idea, but I don't think it would prevent him from either then teleporting away or being able to shoot out the windows and just...
Well, I can knock him prone if I hit him. Or
well, then
maybe not prone,
none
I
of us
can push
can
him 10 feet.
Yeah, but then none of us could hit him.
True. What if I went to the other side of the building and I shot him 10 feet towards you guys?
So he's right in the way?
Yeah. Or make sure that he's right under one of the supports where the fireball will go off.
Okay.
I think we're
What happened?
over-engineering it, but it's great.
That's great.
I think if our
How
intent is to
tall
kill
is
him, then we take out the building. I think that's the only...
Do we have any gasoline? Can we make it really go up in flames?
I still have the flamethrower.
Is mayonnaise flammable?
Yeah.
Yeah, use the
Mayonnaise is
flamethrower.
unfortunately not flammable.
I like the flamethrower too. Yeah.
I would
There's
prefer
oil.
to keep my stealth until we know what's going on.
That's fair. That's fair. How far away can I use Fireball from?
Am I invisibility?
I think it's 60.
Fireball's
is-
120 or 150.
Oh, yeah, I can shoot anything on this map.
There you go. Yeah, you definitely can, because I can.
Yeah. Yeah, Brixham is going to take the side that he's on. I'll take the side that Kreezor is on. Kind of hide behind this tree.
Okay. And as you are getting in position, you get a little tiny sigh from Tim, and Tim walks a little bit up, not within stealth range, but he's ready. He's ready to help, as is Simon. As in, they're going to provide their once per round advantage, and once per round, and then once per round disadvantage.
Yeah.
So how we starting it? What's happening?
When everybody says they're in...
What's the plan?
I'm over in the northern tree that Kreezor is in, but behind the tree.
Okay.
But when everybody says they're ready, Brixham and I are going to count to 3 and fireball different points of the building.
I'd like to be a bit.
If you're gonna get in that close, Gupgool, you need to make a stealth check.
Oh.
Ripple is fine because
Hold on.
Ripple is near the edge of the map, as well as Tim and Simon.
And whereabouts is he in this building?
He's about in the center, looking out. The building does get
Here-ish?
smaller as it goes up. Yeah, around that.
Okay. I'd be happy here. Do I need to make a stealth check here?
No, you should be fine.
Okay.
Everybody in position?
Light him up.
We ready?
I'm in position as I'll ever be.
What about you, Kreezor?
I think I would like to cast Hungering Blade. Fuck, it's verbal. Alright, never mind. Never mind.
Never mind.
Everything
Devil's
I got.
advocate, you might be able to do it at the same time that they're casting their spell, because they're also going to be yelling when they cast Fireball.
It's a fireball. There is no stealth at that point.
So
when
like,
you
you
hear
could
the
maybe do it at the same instant they're doing their thing.
It's family. You're allowed to do it because you're family.
Yeah, I think I would rather stay stealthed up in the tree.
That's fair. That's what Anam was also choosing. All right.
Yeah.
We ready?
Roll it.
Rolling.
Okay, so as the two of you get into position, everyone gets in position, and you all time these perfectly. Your first fireball goes through the first floor and actually hits the wood and starts to crumble and burn it away. The second fireball goes and hits the side, but you actually see the second one dissipate as some form of ward. The two hit at about the same time, but the impact, one is taken and one is dissipated.
Is half the building
I failed.
No, the half the building does not fall. It is burning on the first floor, sizzling. There's a fire.
Now we wait. Smoke them out. This is actually much more evil.
No movement. You hear no movement, and from the sensor, he has not moved.
What the shit?
He's not afraid of fire, guys.
Or he's not real.
Damn, that's a really good point. Has he moved at all?
I literally said the bird said he hadn't moved in 3 to 4 days.
Since
Well, to
my
be fair, the
sensor's
bird
been in
doesn't
here?
couldn't see through the second floor.
Okay, he didn't
So-
leave the second floor for 3 to
Correct.
4 days.
I mean, he's weird.
There's a difference between not leaving a room for 3 to 4
And not
days
moving.
and not even stirring a little when 2 fireballs hit a building.
Like, he looked at me.
Well, yes.
He looked at me.
His eyes didn't move.
He looked at me. He's gotta be real.
I mean, yeah, he looked at you. If that's like a simulacrum that he's using to look out, I don't know.
I feel less
Nah, he's
confident.
real. He's not? Well, now we've just made it harder for ourselves to get up there. Maybe we go around now and we just call it arson.
I mean,
He's not
I can
interested
still
in fighting
bop into
us.
the.
He's just
I can still
sitting there.
bop
He
onto
gives
the
no
third
shits.
floor.
You want to be on the 3rd floor now that the half of the 1st floor isn't structurally stable?
I mean, I can always jump back
And the
into
first-
the tree.
Right, but the 1st floor is also on fire.
Brothers, hear me out. I'm all for fighting him, but he seems to give no shits that we lit the building on fire. And I don't really want to go into the burning building to fight him. I was kind of hoping the building would fall and we could fight on ground floor fire instead of getting trapped.
Yeah, no, that
in
was the
burning
hope. That was the
building.
hope. That was the hope for all of us.
Yeah. So maybe now we just go around and say this was arson and leave.
I'm gonna do some testing. What am I Oh, I'm concentrating on another invisibility. I can't do a bonfire.
I mean, what do we want to try then? I can cast an Eldritch Blast and try to bust a pillar.
Well, the thing is that some magic dispelled one of the fireballs somewhere in there.
So what were you hoping to accomplish with Bonfire, though?
I was going to, because it's a cantrip, I was going to play a game of Battleship on where the dispel starts and ends.
So I can do that with Eldritch Blast.
It doesn't use up charges or anything?
It's just a cantrip.
No, it's cantrip.
And I get
Oh, cool.
2 things, and I can do it from 120 feet away.
I'll firebolt with you while we're doing it if we want to keep at it. I'll start
Yeah.
looking for support pillars and stuff and firebolting them.
Just machine gun around the first floor. What
And
if
I'm
we
going to
just
try to
take
keep
out all
mental
the
notes
walls?
of where the dispel is.
It looks like it hit the side of the building over. I don't know if you can see this because it's a little dark. The west side of the building and dissipated on the outside. Like it didn't go in. The second one didn't get in. It stopped at the door. Sorry, at the wall. The west wall.
What if he's not? Are there any spells where? Are there any spells where he's actually in a different room and it's just using the shell of the building?
You know that dimensions don't. Other than Hero's Respite, there does not seem to ever exist another dimension. Like with the end of time, that just kind of didn't stop happening.
Does dimension
There's
door
no
not
pocket dimensions anymore. Dimension door just became a straight up teleport. There is no you go zip through a pocket dimension. You're just on the other side.
I just didn't know if you could effectively do a weird version of dimension door on all the doors and windows, and he's in a cozy apartment in New York City, and it's just teleport. He's just teleporting.
There's illusion magic. You don't know if that has something to do with like.
No, I think he means like non-Euclidean kind of like you just end up in the apartment through the door.
You don't.
Like Narnia.
Yeah.
Nothing that
Have you ever
would
seen
know
the
that
end of
would
The
do
Last
non-Euclidean.
Jedi?
Get out of here.
No, I stopped watching the Star Wars movies after Rogue One because Rogue One was a masterpiece, and everything else has been pretty bad.
That was a good decision.
That was a good decision. You did the right thing. Anyway.
I think it's the best Star Wars film. Anywho, before I can hear otherwise.
Wow, we just got canceled.
I can't even argue at this point. It's pretty good.
I mean, that's not what the general people are going to get angry at that, whether it's right or
Yeah,
wrong.
it's not. No,
fine.
there's a reason why I said there would be no more discussion afterwards. I've said this publicly before.
And people have just gotten angry.
He knows what happens.
Well, there's a lot of
Yeah,
people
people
who
are
really
older,
Like
they
the
get-
three.
They really like the originals, and then I try to counter with, but it's the only movie that has good acting in it. And
Oh,
Damn.
oh no! I know where the argument's going. They just.
but
Anyway.
it's true.
To the current situation. No, you do not know of any spell that would mean that you are in like a non-Euclidean space. No.
So anyway, we get to blasting.
Yeah.
Sure. And as you start blasting, your spells just continue to dissipate off of the outer wall. As you actually notice, the fire inside seems to get smaller and smaller,
I'd like to go back
rather
to
than
where
going
Ripple-
out of control.
I'd like to go back to where Ripple hucked the fireball and try to shoot directly through that hole.
I'm shooting through that hole, and it's not doing
He's
anything.
trying to shoot through that
Oh,
hole, and it's not doing
You're
anything.
doing that one. Okay, I thought you were going all around.
You actually
it.
shoot through what looks like it should be a hole, and it stops at the wall as it dissipates.
How big is the hole?
It's about fireball-sized hole.
Okay, I toss a nom a
Oh,
dagger.
how convenient.
Or I guess I throw a dagger in the air because I can't see a nom because he's invisible. And I'm like, a nom, throw that.
I don't react to it.
Good job. That was a test. Pick up the dagger. I don't think I can make that shot, but we could try to shoot or throw something that's not magic through that hole.
Have we tried to put anything through the window yet?
No one has tried to put anything through the window yet.
Let's try to put something through the window.
I throw the dagger at the window.
From this range, I don't think you're going to get the dagger through a second floor window.
Oh, second floor window. Never mind. I'm not going to even attempt that. I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast at the
Someone
window,
else
though.
possibly could. Or, yeah, sure. You notice as you shoot the Eldritch Blast through the window, the same thing happens that was on the first floor. It doesn't go through the window. It doesn't seem to dissipate whatever is kind of hiding the second floor. It just hits it and then fizzles out.
I give the dagger.
You ever seem to notice our enemies can use structural integrity against us, but anytime we want to use math and science to win an encounter, They've somehow prepared for it.
I give the dagger to Ripple, or not Ripple, Brixham. I'm like, Brixham, you're a lot stronger than me. You throw this up, you can get on my shoulders and give you a little bit more height.
You're
Throw
not.
that
You're
through
not
the
near
second story
Brixham.
window. What?
I mean,
Oh.
you're not near. You can go towards
I would walk
Brixham.
over. I would walk over. Yeah.
I mean, stealth is kind of done at this point anyway. So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I
Except
don't
for
even
two
care
of
if he
us.
knows now.
sure.
Like, I'm visible. I don't care. But I'd be like, hey, Brixham, why don't we get a little bit closer and then you try to throw this dagger through the window?
What if I just shoot one of my crossbow bolts through the window?
That sounds like a much better plan. And I put the dagger back in my pocket. You're usually using the mace, you know? I kind of forget that you have a crossbow sometimes.
I pull it out, it's a little cobweb on it, and I shoot it.
Sure. The bolt does go through the window.
Bullshit. Well, guys, the house is
Can
haunted.
Gabagulio see it with his sensor?
You do see on the other side
So-
it just kind of clack and hit the floor.
Did
That's
Malhoun even
awesome.
flinch?
I don't want to be that guy, but has it
You
been 10
you do
minutes?
no, it's your sensor's almost gone, but it is still up. You do see him look at it but not move.
Yeah, his eyes twitched, but
Oh,
How's the
it
burning?
wasn't a twitch. It was definitely like he followed it.
oh, he followed it with his eyes, guys.
Greasor,
but
if you Greasor, I can form a distraction if you think you still want to go on the third floor and peek in.
I'm starting to doubt this a little bit.
What's the fire situation?
It's going
is
out.
The
It
fire's
is
still going out?
almost completely out.
Oh, let's just go up to the second floor, guys. I was more afraid of getting trapped in a burning building than anything else, but this seems to be holding really well, and physical objects can go into the building. He doesn't seem to be
I mean,
moving.
it does.
From
The
chair.
first fireball definitely did structural damage, and the burning did some form of structural damage. It's not enough to take it down, but there is structural damage under the building.
I think the building is stronger than it ever has been.
It's definitely not. It's probably weaker than it's ever
You know,
been.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, so
Exactly.
this building, way better.
I cast Summer Winds on the building.
I use mend.
Unmend.
Yeah,
Blast
we
of
can either
light
go
into
upstairs
wind.
and try to instigate, or we can walk around.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Keegan, you-
Well, Gabagulio has still got 3 seconds on the sensor. Can I hop onto the roof and see if I'll tell Gabagulio I'm jumping onto the roof and keep an eye if Malhoun looks up at the roof.
So you can hop onto the roof. If you're going into the actual lookout, you have to hop through the window that you can see for the third floor.
Yeah,
or
I
you
would.
can. That's where the branch would go into.
I would climb into that third floor.
Sure. And as the second that you climb into the third floor and pass through the window, you get a very distinct feeling that your presence is known.
Ah, fuck, guys. He knows I'm here.
Does his telepathy
Did he
still go
move?
through?
He did not move.
Well, I just get a very overwhelming presence. You know when you get those eyeballs on the back of your skull type deal,
Yeah, that is very much what it feels like. Like something is maybe not so much watching, but something knows. Like you are very much known.
you know, when we would, not do our laundry and Mom would somehow know. It's like that.
Really bad example. Should we go up to the second floor?
Should, yeah. Start moving in.
Yeah, we're gonna fight, right?
Maybe.
Resort alone.
This
I
doesn't
don't-
seem-
I don't know if we can fight.
When I go in the building,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast. What's that
Fireball on
quick?
us.
No,
Nice.
no. I'm gonna
Bring it all down.
When I go through the wall, I'm going to just find an object, touch it, and cast light to see if I can cast affecting spells in the building.
Okay. So you. Oh, sorry, Nob's there. I don't know if you actually want to go inside or not yet.
Yeah,
I
sure.
just
Why
brought
not?
you a little closer. Let me take away the fireball thing real quick. You cast a light on, let's say, this table that's to your right, and it does light up.
This is good sign.
But as every one of you cross the threshold, you all feel like your presence is very known.
I chill touch the table.
I mean, yeah, you'd still be able to do that.
I'm just checking.
Okay.
It's not.
It freezes over and it actually crumbles into ice
Also,
shards.
I have. Not that we've really needed it yet. But...
And the ice shards let off a really cool light effect because of the light that was on the table.
Oh, neat.
That's
I made snow.
neat.
I made snow.
Snow that gives off light.
Yeah. Well, that was a good test.
The stairs are down here. They look
Oh
very
no, I
warm
see
and
them.
beaten.
I am so unexcited for this. Let's go.
You don't have to. You
I would.
The die-
Resort.
The die has been cast.
I would.
Oh,
walk around
hey.
and find the stairs to come down to him.
I need to roll wild magic a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Let's see for
can you
your
do that
fire. Let's see
outside?
for your invisibility. Visibility was racial, so that doesn't. I don't think that matters. That's fine. But fireball. The cantrips don't count for this one. It's
I
level
rolled
spells.
two
It's
D100?
classic. 2D100s, yeah. This is not out of the abyss wild magic. This is normal wild magic, so cantrips don't count. What do we got? We got a 66 and a 64.
64. We're in.
So you can either cast fog cloud centered on yourself back when you're casting the fireball, or up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 damage.
I'm gonna fog cloud myself.
Sure, you fog cloud yourself back. There's a fog cloud back near where you cast fireball.
Ripple farted.
All right. Well, now what about the one for light?
Light's a cantrip, right?
Light
this is-
cantrip.
This is
just
normal
spell.
wild magic. This is not like advanced wild magic where everything was. So only leveled spells.
You ready?
Just keep rolling until you get self fireball.
You are standing inside now.
You can take. You magic definitely works in here. You could just take it down.
Yes, but now I'm in
Get
here.
yourself in. I don't know. I'm just saying the option's there. How much do you hate Malhoun?
Quite a
A
bit,
lot.
but he knows we're here, and I have a sneaking suspicion it's not him. Anywho, up the stairs
wait,
I
guys,
go.
Before we start
At this
combat-
point, also as everyone entered, there was a distinct smell of cinnamon wafting
I-
through the air.
Is there anything?
I do love cinnamon.
Is there anything that would like tick me off on? Is there an arcane reason for that, or like an alchemical reason for that?
You can do a history check to see if there's anything that you know of that specifically that is distinctly smelling of cinnamon.
Nope, I have no idea.
You do not. Maybe he just likes to bake things on the second floor.
I don't think that's
Even-
true.
Maybe he prepared scone.
Is there anything useful on the 3rd floor?
No, it's just a way to look out. It looks like
Damn.
Before we start
there's a chair
combat,
if you want to sit while you're doing your lookout.
before we start, I want a minute before we start. I'm going to regain my pack slot that I used on that sensor, but I'm not going to do it till like a minute out from the fight.
Why?
I mean, I feel
why
like
does it
at
have
this
to be?
point we're not like
I don't think we
charging
should
up the
fight.
stairs into
Yeah.
combat. I think we are going to at least start by talking.
Yeah.
Homeboy
I
just
mean,
casually
he-
absorbed 3 fireballs.
No, he
really get
didn't.
hit by
No,
any of
it
them.
was the. It looked like it bounced off the building, and he's also been here. You know, he's been here for a while, so he has time to prepare potential. Something that might shut down spells on the building. You can go guns blazing up the stairs. That's totally fine.
No, if we're gonna be in here, we might as well chat with him a second. But I am going to do it angrily. Malhoun, you big dumb bitch! Where are you?
Okay, well, I'm gonna regain my spell slot before we start talking.
You can regain that at any time. It doesn't have to specifically be. Yeah, I know, but you could have done that while you're walking in the door. What I'm saying is, why did you have to wait until right before you went into combat? You can do that
In
anytime.
case other things happened. Maybe we were gonna want to go somewhere else, and I didn't need both of them right now, so I could use it later and not waste it.
It's a very cramped room, by the way, in case anyone's wondering.
Yeah, but you also regain spell slots on a short rest, which we're not taking right now. So,
I think this is a great place to nap, you guys.
Freezer, are you coming down to the third floor, or are you?
I will come down. Since
like,
there's a chair up here, I'll bring the chair with me, so I'm bringing the chair to sit in.
That's good, because there's one chair and then there's a broken chair on the ground. So
I am dragging it across the floor above Malhoun's head, though.
Oh, so everybody gets to hear it?
Yep.
everybody hears it. Every single person. As you're coming up the stairs, you just hear as Ripple leads the way. Let me just reload and then kind of put you a little bit. There's the hatch is going to be over there. The rest of you are going up the stairs, which actually aren't on a tile, sadly. So it looks very off. This is what the room looks like. The greenery on there is actually just dead, by the way. It doesn't look quite as lush. It doesn't have any dead greenery. It looks very, very dead. And as you walk up the stairs and you yell at Malhoun, he's currently focused, looking out at the stars. He does not immediately respond, though you do get the very distinct sense that he obviously knows you're there. But his response is he gets up and he walks over slowly to one of the windows. Actually, this is this window.
Well, I don't want to stand right next to him. I'll walk over and I'll sit in his chair and look out the same window.
I mean, standing directly next to him and refusing to move would be quite the power play.
Good point.
Give him no passage, Freezor.
As you are standing there, he just looks. He turns over and looks directly at you.
What's up?
No,
You're gonna wait for
no
him to
real.
get hit, you're gonna be waiting a while.
No, he looks. He doesn't look angry. He looks extremely passive. And he looks over and he says, "I remember those stars."
Yes, we get it. You're like 1,000 years old. You tried to stab our mom.
He did stab our mom.
Sorry, you stabbed our mom.
You do not
And
understand.
another time you killed her.
Yes, and the other time, if it wasn't for the Time Wolf, you would have killed her.
Hey, since we are
remember
all
that?
here,
Or just the star?
yes, I knew you. I lied on the road. I knew you would be there. And I knew the Time Wolf was after you.
Well, yeah, we told you about the Time Wolf.
No, I knew it was after you from before. And that time would be reversed.
But before it wasn't after us.
It was after you from when you entered that shack.
He speaks in riddles.
You would remember that when you read all about the Time Wolf and heard the picture of the Time Wolf, that's where you heard the Time Wolf originally.
Yeah.
The house where Nick ruined the mimics in the room because he cast something on the room, and then
No,
he's like,
it
"Oh, there's a mimic."
Was it Nick or was it me?
No, it was Nick.
That was
100%.
me.
They're still out there. We're gonna find them someday. and it's
Calm
gonna be a bad
emotion.
time.
One day. Oh, that was great.
Is he still looking out the window?
No, he's looking directly at. He actually starts to turn. He's still looking at Kreezor a little bit, but then he turns around and starts talking to Ripple.
She was your friend. She trusted you.
Correct. And she is alive and well.
Well, oh, don't play this off like you knew we were gonna beat the Time Wolf.
And he just looks. He looks at you directly and he says, you didn't beat the Time Wolf, then I mean, yes, I did know you would beat the Time Wolf. I
I'm starting
saw
to get
you
angry.
all grow in your skills.
No, this is
I had no
not a
doubt.
reunion.
This
No.
isn't correct. I don't expect. No, I am not expecting a reunion.
You did
I'm
not
just-
calculate this all out. You're bad.
You can believe whatever you would like, but I have been calculating things out for a long time, since long before you were born.
You killed my mom.
And if you talked to her now, she would remember the words that I told her.
Don't worry, someday I'm gonna come back and kill you, but it'll be Kay because there's a Time Wolf and your sons will save you, but not by much, just by a little bit, and then they're gonna chase me for a month. Is that
You know,
what
it's
you'd
rare
say?
he gets it on the first try, but that one was pretty good.
No, that's obviously not what I said. I understand that it was a gamble, and I understand that you hate me for it, but you needed to come out this way.
You couldn't say, "Hey, I need you to come out this way." Like a
I
normal
could have said,
person.
hey, you need to come out this way, but you might have refused. The only way to
Look.
ensure you followed me is if you
Yeah.
hated me.
Oh, yeah, that's not going away. You look, I saw both my
Tested for
moms die.
autism
I'm
as
not
a
in
child?
a good mood.
I understand. Look,
How embarrassed would you be if
You-
we failed to defeat the Time Wolf?
I would have
Yeah.
been literally, I mean, at that point,
If this was a game, would you call
Didn't
it
think about
campaign
that, did you?
ending?
Got it.
God, that would have been
Let's
literally one of the worst possible things in the world. I do not want to
I
fight.
am still invisible. I just want to make sure that that's made clear.
Well, a follow-up question there, Malhoun the Dickless, which is what now half the world calls you as, because we put up a lot of posters.
Sure.
Hypothetically, you know, we did kill the Time Wolf. It worked out great. Why the hell did you use an uncurable dagger?
I needed to gain a little bit of ground. And I
You
knew
have
that
you
the only-
teleport.
I
We were
you
level
haven't
2.
found this you haven't found this out yet, but you probably don't know yet. I only have a very limited use of that.
Assume so, but you were gone. even without the
I
even
still
without
needed
the incurable
yes, and
poison.
you still caught up to me in right before the Scarlet River.
It took a month.
Of course, takes a long time. Well, it didn't even take a month. The Scarlet River was like 2 weeks.
No, for us to get yeah, but like we
yeah,
still
here, sure.
it didn't come to fruition until now. It's been a month.
Correct.
But all this
Until now.
to what end? Like, why did you need us to follow you? Why all the subterfuge?
I have a very specific. What do you know of convergence?
Oh, it's the have you ever seen the film, the John Carpenter film?
Oh, you mean like our fists are gonna
Oh, where
converge
they
with your
where they
face?
sew the people together?
No, it's the Aliens one with the consume people.
What?
AVP?
No, not AVP. Did John Carpenter direct AVP?
I refuse to believe that
I'm
if it's
so
true.
confused right now.
Wait, are we talking about the dude who goes to Mars?
No, John Carpenter is a fucking director.
Oh no, that's John Carter.
Not the movie John, who is John
Carter.
Carter or whatever. It's They Live. The movie I'm
No.
referencing is called They
I
Live.
don't remember that.
Um,
Is it where everyone's like one person? And
the world is being replaced by aliens that all look exactly the same.
Oh.
If you get special glasses, you can see what the world actually looks like, and it looks like that.
gotcha.
Would it be
Your-
helpful to you, Malhoun, if we just went into a trance and learned in that fashion and just started saying family and just skipped to that part? Or
No, I mean you literally you guys saw it when you were up in your vision with the
Yeah, no,
before
we
you
know
fought
what
the
it looks
doctor.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know what it looks like. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen it.
You don't even need the trance. You there? Like it's there.
We did it. We already did
Damn
it.
it.
Yes, we've seen what it looks like. It looks terrible.
My
Exactly.
favorite part.
And everything that I have seen shows me that the 5 of you are very important to either it happening or it not happening.
And so, in order for us to not do it, you stabbed our mother.
Why
In
do you
order-
think
Don't get me
that's
wrong.
so
I'm not stupid enough that this is going to push me in the other direction, but he is. And I point at Gabagulio.
Why on earth would we? Why should we even believe this story?
Let's see.
You don't
See
have-
what you've
You
done.
know, it's it's that I would like to point out that whether you believe anything he says or not is up to you. Is like there
Why
is nothing
should we?
telling you either way.
Why should we? You killed our mother.
He's
Yeah,
quite alive.
it's handy for you that we had the Time Wolf, and in your dimension she didn't die, but we got to watch her die.
And then, like, on top of that, if you wanted to get away because you misjudged our power level, this would be a great way to gain our trust and then teleport away because you can't use it all the time.
I don't under. Oh,
I've
you mean
been
you want me to? You're saying that I would teleport away right now at the end of this?
If you
Like I
could.
needed time.
You're buying.
I
yeah,
literally
you're
sat here
biding
for
your time.
3 days.
Yeah, but
He
maybe
did sit here.
If I
maybe
wanted
all
to
you
get
did was
away, I
teleport
could've
around the
gotten
room for
away.
3 days.
That
You,
would've
you
been fun.
misjudged. You thought you had an extra day.
Look,
Leap years, we get it.
all I know is it's something to do with the 5 of you and the path of the pilgrimage. And I don't know whether you are to walk it or whether you are to end it. But something to do with the 5 of you and the pilgrimage, and I needed to get you out to the dark zone. I understand that what I did, I knew that everything would be okay in the end, but the means to that end, when the Time Wolf was in play, I moved without thinking.
Did you set the Time Wolf on us?
No. That Time Wolf is not mine.
Well, that
So
is
why-
a pickle.
Why can't we do this and still end you? Why do you need to be around?
Because if you walk, people who take the pilgrimage are changed.
I've
And if
already
you
been
do
changed.
not walk with someone that has taken it before, there is a chance that you could bring about convergence by walking the path.
And that's just a guaranteed not going to happen with you?
I've walked the path before.
And what did it do to you?
Guaranteed?
Someone wanted me to walk the path.
That's not a good sign. Me, I had to forcibly lock away that part of my mind. I do not think of it. I know that something terrible would happen if I remembered it. But I do know the path that I took, the steps that I took, so I could show you not to take that specific step through the path.
So what you're saying is, either way, there's still risk.
There's risk in every single thing that we do.
How many different paths are there?
There's one path, but I guess it branches out into 3 at some point, and that is really where the decision is. And then it converges back
you-
into a single one.
Can we 3-door Monty this? Do we really need this guy?
I don't.
You can take the risk.
Well, I don't want to kill him.
If you leave me, I'm not going to. I mean, I won't harm you. I'll probably follow from a distance, but I'm not going to harm anyone.
So, whoa. Guys, we traveled a month for
I'm
revenge.
not saying we let him go. I just don't want to. The plan was to take him in.
I'll follow you. I'm not
But we also-
fighting unless I need
But we
to.
also have to go to stupid Dark Realm anyway to go release that Death Claw so that murder doctor doesn't.
Well, no, you have to go to the Deadlands to release the dead. The Dark Zone is to the right. The Deadlands, where all the radiation is where the Death Claw is. The Pilgrimage, you know from the Doctor, is out into the Dark Zone a little bit. If you walk the road to a village. If you go to the east, once you enter the Dark Zone and follow a path, you'll come across a village. And when you come across that village is linked to the Pilgrimage. They would be able to tell you more and set you on the path of the Pilgrimage. But that's in the Dark Zone, not the Deadlands. And Brixham he didn't make a blood pact or anything. I think he just said he would.
How long would it take us to get to the Deadlands and back?
Did Brixham say that? I thought Brixham said he wouldn't do that.
Oh, did he say he wouldn't?
I wouldn't do the
What did
pact.
Brixham say? No, I know there was no pact done, but I think Brixham said he would consider walking the pilgrimage, and that seemed to do enough. As far as the Doctor just walked away after that. The Deadlands, to get to so you'd have to set the turbines up, which would probably take a day, and then choose where that goes, and then it would take another day to get to the center, and then you have to figure out. You don't know what it is that the Doctor has in his notes to release the Deathclaw, or how complicated it might be. So that's a big question mark. It would take. I think it would take 3 days total. If it's just simply go there, get a set of instructions, and come back to release the Mother Deathclaw, the Deathclaw Matriarch. It could take more if there's any more steps involved.
Well, this is annoying. We've so much shit.
You have a lot of options.
Telepathically, I will first say, "Hi, Melvin. Can you hear me?"
He does not.
Not him. To not him. To be very clear.
If you say it, what do you say? Hi, Melvin, can you hear me?
I just say
in
it to the
general.
rest of the group.
He does not respond. No.
Okay,
You're
great.
not gonna
What
say
if we
he can hear you.
what if we use him to help with the Death Claw as a sign of like temporary truce?
Well, we got to keep him with us anyway, right?
Either that or he'd have to just stay in this tower.
Well, because he's in our custody, right? We got to bring him back, and if whatever he said to our mother is true, she's the counselor. He faces judgment, yada yada yada. I gotta sneeze.
Bless you. Can your crow get messages from people, or can it just watch?
I think I can have it deliver a message. I think I did before. That's how we got our dad on the path.
Pretty sure it can deliver messages. Yeah, you just have to. I think you have to write it down. I don't know if
So
it
what
can
if
talk.
what if
Can
you
write
send
it.
the crow back to mom to
I'm
ask
gonna go-
what that thing was?
Yep, I'm gonna go sit at this table and I start writing a letter.
If everything succeeded, your mother would be almost at Avirath at this point, because that's where she was headed. So that's months to the west.
Why was mother heading to Avirath again?
To talk to the leader of the Church of Sacred Fate, to tell them that one of their high priests was a traitor. That was so there was the choice way back when as to whether you wanted to go do that or whether you wanted to chase Malhoun, and you chose to chase Malhoun.
Right.
Your mother and your father went to the west to talk to Faith and say, "Hey, something's up with your church. Get your shit together."
They won't have message or something that can work in a similar fashion.
I'm gonna keep writing my letter down, saying, "Hey, mom, how's it going? We're all doing good. Gabagulio hasn't turned evil. In fact, he seems to be turning a corner."
I don't know why you need to lie to her like that.
He had the choice to be evil in one of the things and opted not to.
I also haven't killed this guy yet.
True. Also
Yeah.
true. Okay. All right. You know what? Fair.
They're baby steps, but they are steps.
Can I ask Malhoun what kind of assurance we can have? Is there some kind of way that he can like blood pact to us that he isn't?
Oh, we could zone a
lying?
truth. Who has a zone of truth?
Nobody. I've got detect
He might.
spots.
He might have Zone of Truth.
he cast it
I-
on himself.
I
You
will
trust him
say-
to do it?
Since it's been probably about a year, real time. You do know that the reason that your father was able to lie, that say he wasn't a space marine, had to do with Malhoun as far as lying under his own truth.
Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, so that does not help us. Yes, it has been a year.
I've got detect thoughts.
He's been, yeah. You could try. Try and detect his thoughts.
I bet he does.
I don't think you really can tell. So the first thing to detect thoughts, I don't think you really can tell. It's when you try and probe deeper.
You are correct. I don't know that we get much out of that.
You could try.
I have horrible news.
What?
Yes.
The medical device has been taken. Keegan can't have it now.
Oh.
What?
No.
Oh, the
Oh,
X-ray
Craig-
machine on
Oh,
Craigslist.
dental exams. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let me change my activity real quick.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. We need to retire that right now.
No, we keep it. No, we keep it in solidarity
Oh, okay.
for the free
I'll follow that
dental exam.
So
Did
yeah,
I
I
pay
was
for
gonna.
the first time by accident.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know why we're trusting him.
I'm not trusting him. We still have to get him back to the capital, and there are things to do here.
Right? But like, we seem to be okay with him just tagging along.
Well, he
Well-
either tags along with us in sight of us, or he tags along with us behind us creepily.
I admit, I had assumed he would put up more of a fight than this.
I
We're kind of
didn't
just waiting for
think
him to
he'd
turn
fight
on
at all
us. Like,
unless his life was threatened.
like, so he follows us around. We think it's great. He's in our custody, and as soon as the going gets tough, he turns on us.
I don't think the going got tough.
It could.
I'm aware it could. I'm saying that I don't think at any point this has been hard for him.
No, but like when we're
physically.
fighting a big thing, he could just turn on us.
I feel like if he wanted to kill us, he would have at least succeeded with killing one of us by now. So that seems like it would be a very out of character decision.
I mean, my earlier question stands: is there any assurance that he can give us that we can trust him?
No.
No, I
wouldn't
mean,
believe it even if he could.
That's why I was suggesting to have him help us complete one of our tasks to make that task easier, just to show that there's any level of anything.
It won't move the needle for me, but I'm afraid he'll just stab us in the back when we go to do that thing.
The Deathclaw?
Yeah. He could turn on us. He could be aligned with them, and he's just lying to us.
I don't know. They seem to be very straightforward about telling us that shit.
Do I get a sense that Gabagoolio is afflicted with a madness?
The dude killed our mother and has been, like, stringing us along for over a month. He hasn't
you
said
gotta,
anything
and that's a
convincing.
reasonable line. That's a reasonable line to think if you're very much like he
Okay.
did kill your mother, so it's totally fine that he. Like that
We
could be a
went
very
out of our
reasonable
way
line.
to kill him.
Brixham
earlier.
literally talked about killing him multiple times earlier, so
But
Yeah, I planned it. I planned on capturing him, and if he died resisting, that was fine. There's a difference though in killing people who are.
we were gonna blow up the building and beat the piss out of him 2 minutes ago.
that wouldn't
We
have given
were.
him the
I did.
choice.
When I pitched that idea, I didn't expect him to just kind of not resist.
That doesn't equate to trusting for me.
I'm not trusting him. He's still
Well, we kind
coming
of
back
are. We're
with
gonna
us.
take him into a combat where if he were to turn, we all fall.
He has to come back with us one way or another. I'd rather just not have to carry him.
Right, but if we go to that fight and he turns on us, there's no him. We all die.
Gabagoolio, do you?
So is the only you are suggesting death and only death right now.
If we fight the Deathclaw with that guy and he turns on us, we're not.
We're not
making it
fighting
out
a
of that.
Deathclaw.
Right, you're talking
Gabagoolio,
about problems. Go ahead.
Can I ask a genuine question? Do you think that Malhoun, who's capable of protecting a building in such a way that it eats half of the magic we threw at it, and then some, didn't give a shit about any of the things we threw through windows, is
there are ways.
not
You know that there are ways
capable
to
of
set up
killing
wards
us?
over a couple days.
Yeah, it's just also when I was
insanely
when I was level.
powerful.
Well, yeah, but
to do
also when I
wards.
was level 4, whenever I cast a spell, he dropped me to the ground instantly.
Correct. The one time you cast a spell, he did drop you to the ground instantly
Like,
with a special counter spell.
do any of us genuinely believe that we could take Malhoun after?
In a
This is
5v1,
just-
absolutely.
This is just an
You guys are pretty
absolutely
bad. Roll
wild
set.
change in character behavior.
Do you say this is wild character changing behavior? I've been against murdering him from literally day one.
Everybody else has been on the murder train for a month, even up to 2 minutes ago.
All right, well, I can't speak for the other people, but I have been against it from the beginning.
I did say that the goal was to capture him alive. I wasn't afraid if he died while trying to capture him, but the goal was to
Right, but
capture
we
him alive.
considered him the big bad for how long? Even if we weren't going to kill him. But
Yeah.
now we think he'll help. Now we think we can trust him to just come with us without.
I never
needing
considered
to
him to be the
restrain him
big
in
bad.
any way. And up until 2 minutes ago, we were ready to fight him, but now he's so strong that we shouldn't.
I mean, I was ready to drop a building on him and go from there.
Yeah, I was
Right, I
ready to
guess
drop the building on.
Yep.
To me, that's a drastic shift in like 10 seconds in character. So like my character isn't there. I don't know why our characters turned that quickly.
Because
I mean, it could be a sense of the fact that he's not fighting back. Some people
he's not
don't.
fighting or
You
resisting.
do have some good aligned characters that don't like.
Right, but like I guess I don't think it's that
Just
wild
jumping
to think
someone.
that the guy that you watched murder your mother, like I don't know.
Well, that's why the plan is to hand him over to the council for arrest. I don't want to kill him, unless he gave us no
No one-
choice.
No one is saying to let him off. To be fair, it's just as
So how
far
are we
as
gonna
what happens to
restrain
him.
so he doesn't turn on us in the meantime.
I don't know. I hadn't considered that part because we hadn't gotten there yet.
So that's what I'm asking though. Why are we just going to take him with us so he can betray us? What are we going to do to not have that happen? I don't trust him at all.
Well, he's a mage, so we don't have any ability to really hold him. Even if we tied him up, he has spell casting. So, and I don't
mean-
have silence, and none of us do.
We don't even need silence. You can just gag him.
I don't trust that he doesn't have a way to get around that.
He'd have. Well, I mean,
He
he might be. Able
has
to
a lot of
ignore-
magic I've never seen.
I mean,
He's
there's
a real wily fuck.
So we'll take.
And that's why
everything
I
off of
don't
this
like him
person, so
personally.
he's got no materials. We'll cut his tongue out, so that's somatic or verbal.
I don't
rather.
want to do that
what
part.
the fuck? I actually refuse to believe that Gabagulio is this evil.
No, he wouldn't say that.
I don't think he said the cut his tongue out in character.
No.
That was
that was
Rufus
out of
being.
character.
Yeah,
Gabagulio's
that
not
was
that
out of character.
crazy.
Anywho, I send the Raven after Mom with a letter and the instructions to bring us back. A letter.
Sure.
Give him a rough plan of where we're going to the windmill and then to the thing. How long did we think it would take the Raven to get to Mom?
At least a month and a half, maybe a
Jesus.
little more. It's a
Wait,
long time.
it would be 2
It's
months for
Avirath.
us to travel?
Let me bring up the big old map of maps.
Does
I
the
would
Raven need to
argue,
rest or eat?
like-
Or is it a
Oh,
magical
I guess
being?
it's not true. So it'd be a month. If it takes about 2 months to travel, it'd be a month.
And wouldn't
Okay.
it take us
it in
longer
half.
because we can't travel as the crow would fly?
Correct. It
Yeah.
would take you longer.
Yeah, so if it takes us 2 months, then it taking a month, that makes more sense to me. It doesn't
Yeah.
help us either way at all in this situation, but
But it still makes
it at least makes more sense.
sense. Sure.
We can slowly catch up our parents 1 to 2 month lag at a time.
Well, there's also a chance that either of the guys we have outside have a way of sending messages faster.
Malhoun, would
I'm
you be
sorry.
willing to?
It would take you 3 months to travel there.
All right,
did the
now you're
math.
just being a rude.
No, I have the map. Like, I have the map, and it's 7
You
days
just
for a
mathed it.
human to travel left to right in each square. And you're all the way on the right now.
And she's all the way on the left.
Well, she's in the 4 green in the center of the left.
I
What
don't
if
look.
Malhoun
About
teleports the
105
bird?
days. Are you gonna suggest that? Or you're still talking telepathically?
I'm
as far
talking
as-
telepathically, but I will say at
Okay.
this point, Malhoun, I know you realize that we're talking telepathically.
Yeah, no,
just
he's
bear with
waiting
us.
patiently.
Just bear with
Yeah,
us for a
it's-
few more moments.
He's like, of course, it's a big decision.
You have no idea. Should we
I have
have
more.
teleport the bird?
I have more idea than you.
I'm
ever know.
done talking to you.
Okay.
Also, he's invisible, so
He doesn't
I am-
ever look at you. Notice
I
he
am
never
still
really
invisible.
looks. He looks in Nam's direction, but he hasn't really made eye contact with him.
I'm fully aware he knows exactly where I am due to whatever,
I
but
physically touch him.
He is real. He is real.
you know what? Good call.
He was an illusion all along. He turns to dust.
Not again.
That tracks. That absolutely tracks. Well, you're gonna have to come with us, but we have some stuff we've got to do, and apparently we have to figure out how you're not gonna kill us in our sleep. So that'll be exciting.
We need to go walk the path. That's where we need to go.
That also seems like a really
Very
convenient
important.
place to just kill
But-
us, you know?
I don't think he would kill us there. I think he would. I think if he wanted to kill us, he just would have killed us when he found us the last time when we were significantly weaker.
Or when you were all
I'm
level
skip-
3.
That's what I'm
Is-
talking about. But I'm very skeptical about walking this path. Everybody who wants us to do it is evil or has done evil shit.
No, but I mean,
Including
like
you.
I said, sorry, let me walk this back slightly. You 5 either can walk or end it. Whatever magic is there, whatever seems to be turning. You're not meant to walk to the end. No, that would be exactly the opposite. This is very important because everyone. This needs to happen.
Or what?
Or it could literally. You saw what happened.
We did see the convergence.
Then you know that this is of the highest importance.
If you're telling the truth.
Maybe this is how the convergence starts. You make us walk the path.
I'm not going to make you walk the path. You were supposed to end it.
I don't know. I don't like the sounds of this. What if we end the path and the path is like the timeline and we just end time again?
That is not at all what is going to happen.
You sure?
Correct. Look, from all of my studies and from what I can tell, whatever has to do with convergence and the path, there is a being called the One that they keep talking about. And you guys would know, you've heard the doctor say that when you were asked why he was doing what he was doing.
Oh, we have to find Neo.
Yep, this is all just going to be the Matrix, just the Matrix.
Bunch of fucking
And-
red pills in this room.
That I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a concept. I don't know if it's a person, but that is what these people follow. And I know this is going to sound out there, but I don't think the end of time was by accident. I think it was on purpose, and I believe that it was meant to destroy this world so that the new one, Convergence, can rise up. What was
I guess that
supposed to
would-
happen is the end, and then that
How
was
many-
supposed to be what took place afterwards, and
I'm
it
gonna do an
didn't for
insight
whatever reason. Sure, he seems legit.
That helps a little. So what is the path exactly? Why? God, my brain is failing. What exactly is the path? Everybody keeps saying it irreverently.
When you go to this village and you go, on the other side of it, you can walk down. Essentially, it is a path that splits into 3 parts, and it is a pretty much a trial that happens to have a brainwashing effect. And that whenever people see whatever they see, it's almost like a vision, they change. They keep talking of convergence, of how amazing it would be. They have these talks about, well, with convergence, there would be no fighting, there would be no war, they keep on saying there would be no famine, which I don't fully understand. I don't understand how being one could stop the need for food, but they keep on talking about this perfect world as if they were brainwashed. And they also talk about chaos is the key.
Yeah, we've heard both of those things.
So that's what the path is. You walk it and you change.
Doesn't feel then like we want to walk that.
Well, if you walk it in a specific way, you could stop it. Whenever we hit the point, like I said, I can't remember it fully. I'm very afraid of what would happen if I did. But what my plan is if we all walk it, and we hit the point where, I mean, obviously, if you're being brainwashed, at some point you would realize it. I would then...
Would we?
No, no,
No,
no. I disagree.
He has been in a lot of
I
cults.
could be wrong. I could
Can
be
I
wrong about
insight
that.
check how much confidence he has in what he's saying?
Sure.
I believe he believes that. I believe he's also probably a good actor.
You can't tell either way.
Keegan, are you selling the Magic Hat sign?
Why is one posted online?
Yeah, I'm perusing Craigslist.
Do it.
Send me a link. That shouldn't exist. Yeah. Nobody.
Rip Magic Hat sign. Anyway,
Oh, that's not the same one.
you can't get a read either way
Mine's way the
as
fuck
far as
cooler.
his confidence.
He could be telling the truth about 99% of it, and that's still enough of a margin that we could all die.
What's our alternative, though?
I mean, we do happen to know that there is an evil collection of entities trying to do the convergence, and we know we're not happy about the convergence.
The alternative is we just take him to jail and assume it's all nonsense until some real people tell us that it's true.
Well, the doctor told us all about it and wanted us to walk the path to join convergence. We know that part.
Right,
And you
he
did
wants us
also
to
see
end
it, but you don't know if the path is any. The path has still just been told to you. You've seen the end result of convergence, but you don't know any of the other information.
Like, we don't know what we can actually do about it, though. Like, he could be lying about that part and still be telling the truth about everything else.
Well, I mean, we were going to go try to stop convergence, even if we hadn't found Melhoun right here, right? That was part of what we were doing. Is that doctor is using the weird convergence thing to just blow up towns around here and cause chaos. So we were gonna hopefully not have that happen. Right? We were gonna hope that it wasn't.
That was definitely a task.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this doesn't change it. It just complicates things a little bit more because now we have a prisoner with us who wants us to do things. Except his brain's half trapped away, so he's not sure what. Anyway, we have like 6 days to talk about this because it's going to take 3 to deal with this Deathclaw problem. Right?
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry that I was muted. So the last thing you heard was we have the Deathclaw problem.
Did we all lose audio?
No, that was
No,
just
and I'm
me.
also lost audio.
That was
okay.
also the last thing I heard for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else was talking or if we were all just really quiet.
Are we back?
So everybody heard my rant, right?
I heard your rant.
Calm back.
Okay. So his answer to what you said was, I mean, I can't choose where you go, but that is it. It is definitely not the best idea. I mean, if we let this get out of hand and convergence happens, there won't be a Deathclaw issue.
Yes, but if we go to stop convergence and this weird doctor who seems to be quite happy raising towns to the ground shows up, it would be really nice if he didn't have a Deathclaw bodyguard.
Yep. Correct. I cannot choose where you go. All I can do is voice my opinion. And you do notice that as he is talking more and more about convergence, this is probably the first time you have ever in your entire life seen actual fear in this Draenei's face.
Are you not strong enough to beat the Deathclaw?
Me?
Yeah.
My strength comes more in control. I'm not much of a fight. Well, I mean, I can fight if it comes down to it, but...
Like enough to get a Deathclaw? Because we're about to go beat a Deathclaw.
We're not going to beat up. Where do you have this idea that we're going to go beat up a Deathclaw?
You don't think that's eventually going to happen?
No, the whole point of this is that we don't have to do that.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you realize.
happen?
So, if you saved the mother Deathclaw, the hope is the fact that the Deathclaw bodyguard will then turn on the doctor. That was the whole point of even going into the Deadlands, was to pursue that line.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to, you could just go try and fight the doctor and find him and not have to go to the Deadlands at all. But then he would have his bodyguard 100%. That is why, I don't know if you missed that, Rupus, but that's the entire reason behind even going into the middle of, or
Also,
pushing
I feel
the
bad for the
against
Deathclaw sitting there suffering.
That also works. He would say, I mean, if you decide, you can feel free to do whatever you would like. I would need to save my energy for what we do in the path. I cannot help you.
What's the supposed time constraint on the path?
There is no day time constraint. You can just tell that he is afraid of letting things get out of hand. It's not like if you take 2 or 3 days extra and then you go back. It is just a fear of, what if you go there after waiting a little while and then more and more people have been brainwashed to the point where it becomes this more severe issue.
Well, that's when we can fight the Time Wolf.
All speculating. Well, it's gonna. I will only send you back one day. Not a whole decision.
That's when we just repeatedly fight the Time Wolf.
Well, that's not how that works.
Yep, it is now.
But yeah, like he would make it known that he's not going to help as far as if you go in the other direction. He'll stay with you. He won't fight you. He's fine with being bound. He would not fight any form like that. He's okay if you want to treat him as a prisoner, so be it. He just is very single-mindedly focused on this with a fervor and a fear. And that is just one character's interpretation of it.
I'd always just tell him to chill here, and we go deal with the Deathclaw and talk more about what we want to have happen, and then we come back if that's the decision we make.
I don't know if you're speaking telepathically.
I am.
Okay.
Sorry. Say it again. My brain is fog.
We'll stop in like 15 minutes.
No, you're good. I can power through.
Well, no, like so once we're done with this and we've decided, we can stop and call it early so you can take some sleep. This is just the major thing I wanted to get through tonight. Anyway.
I would rather Malhoun comes with us.
Okay. What I had suggested, Ross, was him just chilling here while we deal with the Deathclaw, and then coming back if that's what we decided to do.
We could. I think there are merits to both. I mean, obviously, if we leave him here, Gabagulio doesn't need to worry about him coming and stabbing us in the back. And if he's not here when we get back, we obviously know we can't trust him. And next time we just beat the shit out of him. Does that work for you? Or we could take him with us so we have eyes on him. But then Gabagulio's a little bit nervous because we have our mother's potential killer in the room with us. Looking at you.
Who were you looking at when you said looking at you?
Malhoun.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were speaking telepathically.
I started speaking telepathically, but that would make sense if it just like went into if we're going in and out of it right now, that would be fine.
I mean,
Malhoun's just getting every other couple words.
Well, also everything that you say, I have
you'd be like,
everything that you say, I have to relay to Gabagulio. So,
that is also fair.
If you said looking at you, I mean, he would definitely look like sad about it, but he can't deny it. Like, he said his piece as far as that goes. So,
why'd you choose the second floor of a 3-story building?
Better view of the stars.
Are they still out?
No.
What?
You're on the second floor. No.
Yeah, that's what he says.
No.
They are the shimmer is still around. You can still see what the stars would have been.
Either way, I refuse to believe the second floor has the best view. No. There's a ceiling.
The third floor is cramped. It's very small. Ask your brother.
Would any of us who didn't go to school, would you know?
It is pretty small. I actually had a hard time dragging that chair out of the upper story.
He came in the top floor.
Yeah. But would I mean, I'm assuming I know about stars because I'm my character is an.
Yeah, you've read about them.
But
you've read about them.
Know?
We've heard about them. We would have
saw. So you saw them in the convergence vision.
Oh, right.
I feel like we'd have to at least know like of the concept of stars.
I think everyone knows of the concept.
Even if it's like
before the vision, maybe you guys hadn't seen them, but yeah, you guys have it is something that is taught in some way, shape, or form because there is always a history class. And it does talk about pre-end time.
Yeah, but it was taught by the rugby coach.
The rugby coach is a very good historian as well.
Does he talk about World War II all the time?
Yes. All the time.
Beans.
Oh no. I won't ask what side he was.
Anywho, Gabagolia, which one would make you feel better? Us imprisoning him here in the tower or taking him with us as a prisoner?
Well, I think if we take him with us and we don't have a way to make him not cast magic, that's a bad idea. I also don't think that we can restrain him here, but I'd be happier leaving him behind. We'll see if he's still here when we get back.
Let's leave him here, and we can get maybe he can get some social credit here if he's here when we get back.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Did you
Sure.
send the bird already?
He doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the bird already said. He said sure, and he goes, and if Ripple moves, he goes to go sit back in his chair.
Don't move. It's another power play.
I was gonna
I like the leg of the chair with the mace as I'm walking by. That's for Mum.
He falls down.
Nice.
He just takes it. So yeah, you guys go back to the first floor.
Don't skip town.
And the building collapses.
As you are walking up the first floor with
building
Tim
turns
and
to
Simon,
dust.
Tim would be like, I didn't hear any battle up there. How'd it go?
Odd.
I heard a little bit of voices occasionally. It was a little muffled. I didn't really want to be. I mean, if we were ready to jump up there if there was any battle sounds, but there was nothing battle related.
My brother's had a change of heart.
It's technically he's our prisoner, I guess. I guess not technically. He is.
No, he's up there,
he's-
same as we saw him a second ago. We're just hoping
how's
he
that
doesn't
making
leave.
you a prisoner?
Because he's under our charge, and we're gonna bring him back to the capital eventually. But we were either gonna take him with us to deal with the Deathclaw problem, or we could leave him here. And it made Gabagulio feel better not having him at our backs while we were dealing with the Deathclaw problem.
We're friends now.
We're not friends. Brother has a hard
Family.
time Brother has a hard time understanding anything where it's either not best friends or murdering somebody. There are in betweens those two things.
And he also hasn't listened to a word I've said in the past few months, and it makes me sad.
You knew that.
I know.
I thought we were all at the same page.
Yeah, you're dumb.
So-
Let's move on.
Or okay, as long as you guys think they'll still be there.
He wants us to stop the convergence, and that's all he's singularly thinking about. And for whatever reason, he thought that by stabbing our mother, it would set us on the path to go stop convergence. Which I guess is technically correct. But he also could have just fucking...
You sure he's telling the truth? Because that just makes no sense to me at all.
No, none of us are sure he's telling the truth.
Okay.
He seems very troubled.
I very much disagree with them, but I can get away pretty easily, so something goes bad, I'll be fine.
Okay, then where are we headed?
Oh, we're gonna go turn on these goddamn windmills so that we can go to where the notes are on the doctor.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna go spread cancer to all the villagers. This is our hero arc.
Amen.
Next time on D&D.
Okay, I mean, I'm just gonna float. I'm gonna float this again because I do think it was. I'm pretty proud of myself for coming up with this one. Could do that and then just head to the east and scope out whatever he's talking about before he gets there if he's trying to trick you.
You think he's heading east? I mean, we can check the east, but...
No, I mean down to the dark zone. Go to Zion.
Yeah.
Figure that out that way. Get there before he does, wherever he wants to go.
Wait, are you trying to advise we walk the path without his guidance?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
No,
All I know is he wants to go to the dark zone.
We were gonna skip ahead and remember we were gonna ambush him up ahead later on. They're saying we should go to that.
The original thought that Tim floated was if you go to the east and try and figure out where he wants to go in the dark zone, like because you didn't know where he wanted to go specifically. It was like him and Zaya because the frontier fighters know more about the dark zone than
Oh,
the
then
other major factions.
And we just tell him about the village that's out there in the beginning of the path of convergence or whatever. I catch him
and
up.
if you told him that, I mean, I've heard of a village, haven't heard about the path before, but if that's where he wants to go, why don't we just go there first? Scope it out beforehand.
Well,
Of course,
again,
don't walk the actual path because what you said is scary as could be, but we could see what it is before he gets to tell you what it is.
well, supposedly
show
he's
you.
waiting here in this building before us to come back because we're gonna go deal with the Deathclaw thing. But again, in case that doctor shows up at any point during this, who also wants us to walk the
This
path.
conversation is happening away from the building, by the way. Tim
Yeah,
was not just talking about.
Yeah, I assume that we're walking towards the thing.
Yeah, you're
How
walking
far-
to the north at this point, getting ready to set up. Well, no, you just slept, so the sun is slowly rising. How far away?
But again, there's the doctor's bodyguard, who, if we go free that Deathclaw, won't be his bodyguard anymore.
So if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I'm not saying go to the east right away, but I'm saying after that, what if we just
No.
head out there rather than come back?
Do I get the feeling like he's being a little too pushy about going east?
You can do an insight check.
No, you guys are the crazy
Two.
ones.
See his intentions, if you can get a read. You don't get a sense that he's really pushy. You just get a sense that you get a sense that's more that he trusts the leaders of the frontier fighters a lot, and like that was
she
the
out there?
original plan, was to go there, was to meet her, because she went to go stop the person who was trying to go after Ripple, and then meet you out there next to the Dark Zone. She was going to be your guide. You get a sense he's just trying to stick to the original plan. That's pretty much all. And that he does think that you also get the sense that he does legitimately just think that might be a good way to thwart Malhoun. He's still very confused as far as the whole situation goes. He's still very one track, because all he heard about is how this guy killed your mom.
How terrible.
That is all he has known.
Believe me, this is confusing to me too.
Sure.
I was not expecting.
But yeah, you don't get any ill intent behind it. You just get the idea that this is where his mind is at. And also, there can be decisions that are made after you go do the thing in the Deadlands. This is just more for future thought.
I'd shake his hand and say I appreciate him looking out for us, and I think it's a good plan.
I try. You're great. Well, I mean, you're customers. I usually give you stuff for a riddle, but it's fun. It's been a fun time so far.
He's just trying to get money out of us.
I haven't gotten a single
It's on
dime.
him. Well, that's because our GM keeps forgetting that Quest should be paid.
That's because we're poor.
I think we've earned $11 to date.
True.
Why give us gold when we can just riddle our way
Okay.
through the shops?
So what's the plan? Give me the official rundown so we can look at what's happening.
I would like to head towards the place that I know has the whatchamacallit,
You go to the turbines, and then you would head deeper into the deadlines after you remove the radiation, which still you have to send one of two ways. And now you also know there are villagers in the Dark Zone as well. So that is a decision to make, and then you'd be able to go farther into the Deadlands.
That's a good point. We gotta radiate the villages we have to go to next.
Yeah, we didn't really come up with a good plan on where the radiation should get pushed to.
You could always I don't know if there's a way to get a message out now, but the original plan why they would even ever push it west was because you'd have the power to dissipate it. Like if it kept going to the west, at least any casters in the safe zones at least could deal with it.
Please?
Yeah, we can try and get a message out pretty quickly.
I suppose we probably want to warn whoever is necessary that we're turning this thing on. But also, how fast could you get a message to Avirath?
To Avirath? Oh my gosh, that is a long ways away from here.
Yeah, I know.
Month?
I already sent. Well, we're on
Maybe
the
a month
same
and a half.
We're about on the same timetable with the raid.
93 business weeks.
We have. Oh, we
We're gonna be
have.
2-5.
It's like the Oregon Trail. I get it.
We usually use some form of raven. We have ravens that we use to
I
carry
have
men.
dysentery.
That is also what I used was a raven.
Adopt.
Oh, dysentery. But yeah, I could send a message out, get it out to at least any of the towns that you need me to.
Can we turn these off when we're done?
Simon
Or-
would pop up with. I mean, they.
Or is this just a new problem the Frontier gets to have?
So they will turn off themselves when the radiation has moved far enough away, but from all trajectory, the wind, like, it'll keep it moving. It's going to push it out of this zone. This zone doesn't really have any form of wind or any form of air movement in any way, shape, or form. It's the reason it's stuck in that area for so long. The air is very stagnant. But the turbines take so much power to start up and then power down, it would push it into another zone, and then the radiation would keep going. We don't know about the dark zone as much. It might just stop there. But as far as if it went west, our calculations show, which is the main reason we didn't do it that way, was it would go into the next zone before the turbines stop, and then it would just keep slowly going in that direction.
This is a bummer.
I mean, you're experiencing exactly what we went through when they were originally built.
Let's ship it inland and just get a message ahead of time so that mages are ready for it.
You also have like a week to. I think you don't have to make. This does not have to be your final decision.
We're doing it right
If
now.
the plan is to go to the turbine, that's all I was asking. Is where you're headed next specifically.
I believe the turbine.
Yeah, turbines.
I think that
believe.
was that seemed like the. Yeah. And okay, you head off towards the turbines, which we will do next week. Malhoun is where he is. We will, and then you guys can decide what you want to do after that. Because I know, turbines would then go to wherever the doctor's hideout is in the Deadlands. Because you wouldn't just turn on the turbines and then not go that way. That would just be messed up.
That's exactly
the
what
whole
we'll
point.
do.
And then come back and free the Deathclaw. So that's going to be about 3 days total. And yeah, that's what we'll call it. Take an early night. Because we're not going to get anything else meaningful done. In
Bullshit, I want to go.
minutes.
I want to go fight that guy in Heroes Respite.
Fight someone else in Heroes Respite?
Yeah.
It's another guy. You already killed the other guy.
I know we're out of the
He's not
zone,
bad.
but you're now free to use any Elden Ring reference you like. I've gotten to consort.
Oh, okay.
on.
Well,
Good luck.
he's like...
I'm struggling with him. The new game +3